What's good, YouTube? It is your boy, Big Cool, coming to you from Colossal Sports TV. And I am back with another video. In this video, I will be giving you the breakdown and prediction of the upcoming WBC middleweight title championship bout taking place this weekend on Showtime pay-per-view. You have the WBC champion, Jermall Charlo, taking on the highly dangerous two-time world title challenger, Sergiy Derevyanchenko. This is going to be a double-header pay-per-view. He's headlining and main eventing one portion of the card, and his brother, Jermall Charlo, is going to be headlining the other portion where he attempts to become the unified junior middleweight champion when he takes on Jason Rosario, which I'll have a video coming up for that one after this. But let's get right into this video, man. This fight I'm looking forward to the most, along with his brother. But the reason I'm slightly looking more towards this fight than the actual bigger unified fight between Rosario and the younger Charlo brother is because I want to see what Jermall Charlo is made of. You know, he's 30-0, 22 knockouts. He's been in the ring with former champions Cornel K9 Bundrich, stopped him. Julian J. Rock Williams stopped him. Austin No Doubt Trout, he decisioned him in a close fight. You know what I'm saying? And he also fought top contender Matt Korobov, which a lot of people thought that he lost that fight. You know, a lot of people thought that he was on the fortunate end of a GIF unanimous decision victory back in December of 2018. Subsequently, he fought after that Brandon Adams, where he was elevated before he even stepped in the ring from interim WBC middleweight champion to the full WBC middleweight champion after Mauricio Suleiman elevated Canelo Alvarez to the WBC franchise champion. That fight against Brandon Adams in a homecoming bout in Houston, Texas, left a lot to be desired. He didn't use his jab. His punch variation wasn't there. He didn't use a lot of movement. I mean, he was just a bigger, better guy physically. And, you know, Brandon Adams really didn't come to win. He came to survive and go all 12 rounds, which he did. And then, you know, he had another fight against Dennis Hogan, who should be the WBO junior middleweight champion, but he was robbed when he fought former champion Jaime Munguia in Mexico. But, you know, he knocked him out, which I expected. I think it went like 7 rounds. But this is going to be by far his most dangerous foe, at least on paper, because all that right now is on paper. We see the film. We know what each guy possesses skill-wise, some of their weaknesses, you know, their strengths. But on paper, Sergiy Derevyanchenko, in my opinion, is the toughest and best fighter that, you know, Jermall Charlo will have fought. We know that Derevyanchenko, 13-2, 10 knockouts. He's 34 years old. He's been in the ring with Gennady Golovkin, was robbed, in my opinion, in that fight. He clearly won that fight. 8-4, you know what I'm saying, 9-3. You know what I'm saying? He hurt Golovkin. He outboxed him. He made Golovkin look even older than he already started to look. And he lost a close split decision to Daniel Jacobs for that vacant IBF title. He was knocked down in that fight, early on in that fight, I think the second or third round. But Derevyanchenko, let's start with him. He possesses extremely good footwork. If you've seen him fight, you know he can turn his opponents. He puts himself in the best possible position to land his offense and also defend against his opponent's offense. You know, he's a tremendous body puncher. Ask Gennady Golovkin. Ask Toriano Johnson. Ask Will Koki. You know, he will get on the inside and wear that body out. He has a good jab. You know, he's not the tallest guy. I think he's like 5'9", 5'10". He's not the fastest guy, but he has decent, respectable hand speed. He has good punching power. And I think in order for him to be successful, he's going to have to get on the inside of Jermall Charlo and go to the body. He needs to go to the body. He also throws uppercuts. And the thing I like about Sergiy Derevyanchenko is he has a very good punch variation to him. The opposite of what I don't like about Jermall Charlo. He throws jabs, he throws left hooks to the body, to the head, right hands, uppercuts. He has the whole offensive arsenal. Is he a perfect fighter? By no means, no. Because I feel like if you have a good jab and you are determined and consistent and dedicated and focused on it, you can keep him at bay. But once he's inside, he's going to be in and out early on. And once he feel like you starting to fatigue, he's going to stay on you like a tick on a dog. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. He's going to be on you like white on rice, and he's going to rip shots to the body. And we haven't seen Jermall, Charlo deal with much adversity throughout his career. You know what I'm saying? And the jury is still out on him. At 30 years old, this could really be his coming out party. And what works for him and what he does well, he can punch like a motherfucker. That's just real. He can punch. He has a decent jab.
It's all right.
He's able to find the range on that left hook and that right hand. And once it lands, it is, for the most part, a devastating punch. If it doesn't drop you or hurt you immediately, it gets your attention and gets your respect off the bat, and it causes his opponents to be gun shy. But I feel like if Derevyanchenko can up the pace of this fight, I think that Jermall Charlo, if he can't control the pace and can't control the distance, he's going to have a hard time dealing with a guy that is technically and fundamentally sound, tremendous footwork, who's confident, who's motivated. He's trying not to go 0-3 in world title fights. He should really be 1-1. Like I said, he defeated Gennady Golovkin, in my opinion, last October, but the judges saw otherwise. I think that he's going to test Jermall Charlo, and I think he will be tested by Jermall Charlo as well. I don't want y'all to think that this is going to be a one-sided fight, but I think that Jermall Charlo is going to have to show more layers, more wrinkles in his game that we haven't seen before. He's going to have to be clicking on all cylinders. He has to show an improved ring IQ. He needs to let his jab go. He needs to let his hands go. He needs to be giving different looks to Derevyanchenko. In the press conference, he seems focused on only Sergiy Derevyanchenko. He said that Derevyanchenko, his trainer, Andre Rozier, is looking past Jermall Charlo. I don't believe that, but that is what he feels. He looks and seems to be locked in and focused and well prepared for this fight. Ronnie Shields is his longtime trainer, one of the best in boxing. And I think that if Jermall can put it all together, this can be a terrific performance. This can be a coming out party, and he can finally get the attention of the likes of Canelo Alvarez, Demetrius Andrade, and Gennady Golovkin, and potentially participate in some unification bouts and possibly become undisputed middleweight champion in 2021. But my prediction for this weekend's Jermall Charlo Sergiy Derevyanchenko fight is Sergiy Derevyanchenko by a unanimous decision. I know that people are going to say, well, Jermall Charlo is the house fighter, blase, but it's different. They're fighting in a bubble. There's no crowd to cheer you on. That's really you, your trainer, your chief second, and your cut man. That's you and three other people, the referee, and then your opponent and his people. You got the commentators, but they have no say-so whatsoever. So it's going to be key for both men to dig deep, to have that willpower inside of themselves when the going gets tough, that they can find that second win. They can find that extra spark and block out all the distractions, all the negative thoughts that may creep in their mind throughout the course of the fight, and bring it. But I think that Sergiy Derevyanchenko is really going to make his mark come Saturday night, and he will be the new WBC middleweight champion. Like this video, subscribe to Colossal Sports TV. Turn on those post notifications to be notified every time I upload content. Drop those comments in the comment section down below. Let me know your thoughts. Do you agree with me, or do you see Jermall Charlo making the third consecutive defense of his WBC middleweight title, or the third consecutive defense? or the second, however you want to do it. Let me know in the comment section down below. Until next time, I am out. Peace.